Whew. Nerve-wracking game. Anxiety-inducing game. Still a win. I had all those feelings you had, guys. Yeah, I was biting my fingernails. But we got the victory. We're 5-0. We're still the only unbeaten team in the NFL. We got a big Sunday night game coming up, too. But let's talk about this victory right here and let's celebrate it. Let's talk. What's up, Cerebral Football fans? My name is Steven Hyder. This is Gate City Sports Channel. Hey, if you're new to the channel, it's the first, second, third time you caught my content and you enjoyed today's discussion. We just crossed over 6,400 subscribers. We're on a journey, on a path towards 7,500. I would love for you to be a part of that equation. I would love to add you to the Cerebral Football community. Just need you to hit that subscribe button to do that. To my OG subscribers, hat in hand, guys, you already know what I'm going to ask you to do, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Help me spike this algorithm and get this in front of new people. We can potentially convert it to our little audience here on the YouTube. Woo, man. I felt real good early in this game. I don't know about you, but that 14-0, I was like, yeah, man, I'm starting to feel kind of good about this game. But in the back of my mind, pit of my stomach, I did kind of have this feeling like this can't last. Like we're just doing a little too well. Everything is just kind of really falling in place for us. This is a little too easy, especially on a road in a place we haven't won in over 20 years. I was like, it's not, there's going to be something weird here is going to happen. I know this game's going to be tougher than that. But at the end of the day, I know we can nitpick it, guys. I did feel at times we got a little too passive on defense. I felt like we might have allowed them to kind of chip their way back in the game by being a little passive there. But this is a place we haven't won in over 20 years. We have not won in Arizona in over 20 years. It feels nice to accomplish that. It feels nice to get that monkey off our backs, right? It feels good. It feels good to know that this team, behind Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, and yes, I'm going to say it, even Jonathan Gannon, it rallies and it fights. It sticks together. It keeps winning football games. And at the end of the day, I said it in our pregame show when Mike, Reese, and I were all together at Philly Fresh. I said, hey guys, I don't care about score predictions as long as it has the Eagles winning the game, whether that be 21-20 or 99-3. As long as the Eagles come out on top, I really don't care. Just give me the victory. I got the victory, man. We're 5-0, guys. We are 5-0. We have a big matchup coming here Sunday night. We get everything we want in the link. We get a red-hot Dallas team. It's won 5 straight itself with its backup quarterback coming in to the link to play this 5-0 Eagles team. I'm sorry, they won 4 in a row. Let me not give them more credit than they deserve. But nonetheless, guys, this is going to be a big matchup. These are probably arguably 2 of the better teams in the entire NFC, and they happen to play in the same exact division. So I'm pretty excited, guys. I mean, I knew Kyler Murray is going to be a little bit of a challenge for the Eagles because this is a different style quarterback than we had played. We talked about this, guys. I said, hey, he's got some mobility, Kyler Murray does. He hadn't played particularly well on third down or reverse pressure this year, but I kept saying that I thought it was more so due to the targets. It was more so due to who he has to play with out there. And I know that he kind of limped down the stretch last year, even with D-Hop. I know a few guys pointed out that after he kind of had that shoulder injury, he hadn't quite been the same following that shoulder injury. We still yet to see him kind of get back to what he looked like the first 10, 12 weeks of last season. But, he's a dangerous player. And even I said in the pregame show, man, I sure hope he forgets to run the ball today. I sure hope it's another week for whatever unexplainable reason he doesn't really rely on his legs and they don't really design more stuff for him to take advantage of that. They kind of did a little bit, right, down the stretch of this game. They started moving him and running him a little bit more. But I feel like, all things considered, this was a good win. It was a good win on the road. And I'm just looking at this Philadelphia Eagles team, and I'm thinking to myself, like, this could be a really special season. It has all the telltale markers of it. I mean, everything's just clicking. And I saw the little stat they threw up there, guys, that the last time, the last man standing in terms of undefeated teams won a Super Bowl. Now, we're not talking about going undefeated for the season, just the last team standing, right? The last team that finally lost that first game. The last time that team won the Super Bowl was the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. All I'm going to say is this. Doesn't the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles have a nice ring to add to that? Like, really and honestly, in the past 20-some years, there's only been a couple of teams to win the Super Bowl after being the last team to go down. The last team to hold that undefeated record. The Indianapolis Colts and then the Philadelphia Eagles. It's got a good ring to me, guys. Feels good to me. That sounds right to me. I don't know, guys. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I feel pretty good about where we are and what's going on. This team keeps winning. It keeps finding ways to win. Jalen Hurts and this offense, I mean, there's just times where it really explodes, and it's like, geez, this team, like, it just doesn't miss on any cylinder here at times. Little concerned about the offensive line, I'm not going to lie, guys. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this offensive line. I'm a little iffy on this offensive line, guys. I'm getting a little nervous there with that. There was a duration of the game where, obviously, it didn't last long with Kelsey being down, but we were down our starting center, left guard, and left tackle. Entire left side of the line, we had our backups in. Luckily, we got pretty good backups. Luckily, we got some dudes that can play. We got backups that are probably good enough to start on the majority of teams in the NFL. And that definitely helps. But, yeah, I don't like having to bring guys cold off the bench, man. I mean, if you give a guy a week of practice, they normally can step up and fill the job and do it quite admirably, especially with a guy like Jeff Stoutland. But when you're bringing dudes cold off the bench, man, I don't like that. I don't like that for game flow. I don't like that for building the continuity and having that unity in general with the offensive line and just kind of like the whole rhythm of the offense, getting it into a rhythm. So that's something I'm a little concerned with going forward. I really hope that we can get into this Dallas game at home, get that win, go 6-0, and then really capitalize and utilize that early bye week we got to kind of get this offensive line healthy, because we could use it, guys. There's no doubt about it. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Leave your comments down below, guys. Let me know, what do you think? How does it feel, guys, to be 5-0? 5-0. This was the team. Everyone said we couldn't beat a playoff team. We couldn't beat this team. We couldn't beat that team. Can't beat team with winning record. We can't beat any of this. Well, if we keep putting these teams down, it's going to be really hard to find that opponent, isn't it? Because right now we're rocking and rolling. And we're just putting down everybody that gets put in front of us. Hey, it is what it is. I'll take the victories, I guess. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Fly, Eagles, fly.